running through my veins. Underneath the neon lights, they all call my name. Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Take it all you're giving and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
Following contest is a triple threat match for the OVW Television Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the bad girl Jessie Bell and Randy Royal. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. The bad boy, Shane Andrews.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ohio Valley Wrestling. If you don't recognize my voice, well, let me explain. This is yours truly, Ted the Trailer McNailer, or should I say, Dr. McNailer here. We'll get to that in a minute, but first we have a great contest coming up here.
And his opponent, from the holy city of Jerusalem, the pastor of disaster, Reverend Stuart Miles.
And we are very fortunate to be joined here also at the commentary desk by the one, the only, Mr. Randy Royal.
Is this thing on, Gilbert?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, Suit. I'm loving this. I could get used to this.
And from Oakland, California, the reigning and defending OVW Television Champion, Jade Dawson.
I got a question for you guys, and I've been pondering this for probably about 3 months now. Why is Jade so freaking angry? I'm not really understanding it at all.
I mean, he is a television champion. One does have to beg the question about what's it going to take to put a smile on his face. A special hello today from Davis Arena and a thank you to all who serve. Welcome to this Memorial Day weekend edition of Ohio Valley Wrestling. Gilbert Corsi joined alongside the Mama Man Beast for this week's edition of OVW TV. And yes, the television title is on the line. Triple threat style in our opening contest. And I gotta tell you, Man Beast, it is a lot better to have you. Feels a lot better to have you at the broadcast booth than Shannon the Dude.
I can only imagine, Gilbert, but I wanted to talk about what Randy brought up with Jade being so angry. You can't deny, though, that perhaps it was his intensity that is the reason why he is the television champion in the first place. Will we see that intensity of that anger come into play tonight?
Jade not just a little bit jaded to you, Ted?
Yeah,
I mean, he's very emotional. The world's always against him. I mean, it's always overcast. There seems to always be a cloud hovering around Jade Dawson. And how about the guys that have started surrounding themselves with Dawson? But the pastor of disaster is rallying here in the opening goings here, Randy Royal.
Can we just stop talking about the pastor of disaster, or whatever you want to call him? Let's start talking about Shane Andrews.
We have a near fall. He's covering up.
Isolate and conquer. That's the battle strategy that wins in a triple threat match. The champion does not have to be pinned to lose his title.
Oh, that's the government issue right there, boys.
Slap the taste right out of the mouth of Reverend Stu.
I think he might have knocked out a tooth, possibly. And the ref behind his back
on the outside of the ring here, Chase Destiny.
I'm going to allow that, Suit. There's nothing wrong with that.
And how about these rejects that have aligned themselves?
We have a near fall, lateral press.
Well, the referee's got to see it. Into the count, and Jade's there to break it up. But how about the guys on the outside of the ring? And I'm calling them the kind of the rejects from the locker room who have aligned themselves with Jade Dawson. Cover here, Jade on top. You don't see a lot of Chase Destiny. We haven't seen a lot of Damien.
Well, perhaps these are guys that feel like they didn't get their due.
I'm starting to feel like this is really unfair.
And wait a minute, what would you call this? What would you call this, Randy Royal?
I can't see through Jade. He's blocking me with his anger.
Blocking you with his anger.
Well, if you were able to see Randy Royal, your all's manager, Jessie Bell, just took a cheap shot to choke Stuart Miles.
Well, it's probably, she was probably upset over his cultural his pretending to try to be a wrestler. There we go.
A face wash from the bad boy, Mr. Fuji Trained. follows it up with a second one, jacking the jaw on Reverend Stu.
Now pull him out and get the cover. Let's go ahead and go home.
Stu needs some healing here. The leg is hooked, and Jade's able to make the save.
And that might be it for Stu in this match. Let me tell you, the nerves that run through your jaw, or someone gets a knockout punch, well, that's basically what he did, but with his foot to Stuart Miles' face. I don't know if he'll be able to get up from that.
And now Jade and Shane Andrews almost working together to pick apart Reverend Stu. And if you can isolate Reverend Stu, both of you guys have been television champions before. Both of you guys have been triple threat matches before. What is the key to victory here? Shane Andrews on top. The leg is hooked. Jade's
Come on.
nowhere to be found, but
Where do
Reverend
you
Stu
guys
still
find
got some
these
gas left in the
referees?
tank.
Well,
Where do you guys find these referees? Ted, seriously.
I had nothing. I'll tell you about gas in the tank, though. That's exactly what it is, Gilbert. You have to have the stamina in a match like this. You have to have the stamina to be any champion in this company. And so in order to win this match, in order to continue to be champion or to become the new champion tonight, the one person that wins, they're going to have to outlast the other two. And you know what? I don't think any of these three men are going to stop.
Hard Irish whip into the turnbuckle, but Reverend Stu tries to pump the brakes, and every time that Stu's able to get some offense out, somebody's there to cut him off at the pass.
We have a little collusion here, possibly.
Well, as much as I like to see these guys working together, they're seriously not going to be as good of a team as Shane and I are. Because I'm really
Shane Andrews is in top. Jade's just standing there watching.
Wow.
I guess he believed that Reverend Stu still had enough in him to kick out.
I'm very surprised at those actions, but I'm sure whatever his reasons might be, we might not be able to figure them out, but he is the champion for a reason.
Again, you can't figure out Jade because he's always in such a dark and sinister place. And tell me how somebody who's always in such a dark place, cover here, Stu is in trouble again, and now Jade wakes up.
See,
I mean, did Shane Andrews really think that Jade was going to stand there and watch his title slip away from his hands?
He just watched a few minutes ago. Why wouldn't he watch it now? He knows what's good for business.
But I'm starting to ask, and both of you guys know about forming alliances in the locker room. For somebody who doesn't like to have conversations, doesn't make a lot of eye contact, how was he able to find friends? And I'm talking about Jade Dawson. How was he able to find allies in Chase Destiny and Damien and another series of near falls here?
Goodness gracious. You talk about stamina, how much does it take to push a 200-plus pound man off of your chest multiple times? That's going to take a...
And again, on the outside of the ring, behind the referee's back.
I'm going to allow that. I allow it.
You're not the referee. What are you allowing?
Well, somebody's got to do a better job than that idiot in there.
Well, we've seen Shane Andrews in singles action the last 2 weeks here on OVW television. You care to weigh in on that, Randy Royal? You guys are the Southern Tag Team champions.
I'm going to weigh in on this closed fist is what I'm going to weigh in on. That ref is not doing his job. If this keeps up, I'm going to... There we go.
Jesse Bell getting physically involved now.
Taking the law into our own hands. There's nothing wrong with that because he's not doing anything about it.
I don't know. This is utter chaos right now. Stuart Miles
What is
somehow
going
finds
on?
a deep
What's
within
this
him to
idiot
start
doing?
making a little comeback here. Big corner splash to Shane Matthews. He's going to go after Jade. One for him, too. Thank you for coming. Here's the double team from Stuart Miles. Is this enough to get what Stuart needs to have the victory, to become the new television champion? Big flapjack. Shane Matthews getting a hold of the referee.
Shane Andrews. I believe
Hold
his
on
name
a
is
second.
Andrews.
One of Jade's goons just hopped up to choke Stuart Miles on the ropes.
Here we
Shane's
go.
going up to the top. Will this be enough?
And it's
Huge
over.
frog
We
splash.
got a new TV champion, boys. Come on.
I think you're right, Randy. This is probably it. Oh, a DDT out of nowhere. Jade with the cover. Is that enough? He retains. He retains.
This is
Ladies and gentlemen,
ridiculous.
here's
This is
your
ridiculous. This is
winner
a travesty.
and still OVW television champion, Jade Dawson.
When you talk about that intensity, Jade Dawson showed that fortitude, that stamina needed to win the match. I don't know what his intentions are. I don't know what is going on in the head of Jade Dawson, but it's remaining effective, and he is still your television champion.
Well, earlier you asked what's in the head of Jade Dawson, Ted McNaylor, and I would suggest maybe it's just one word. victory as he still is our OVW television champion. Hey, consider this your official welcome into OVW television, joined in the broadcast booth by the special guest, Mama Man Beast. And before we go any further, I just want to offer you, buddy, a sincere congratulations, because this man is now a doctor, a recent graduate of Bellarmine University, and that is as real as it gets.
That's right, Gilbert. I am now a doctor of physical therapy, so you can call me Dr. Man-Beast.
Well, Doc, we brought you to the broadcast booth this week for some keen insight, because we saw Shannon the Dude defend his Radio World Championship for the first time last week, if you want to call that a title defense. But tonight, we know that Revolver and Shannon the Dude are in tag team action at the Saturday Night Special, and they have requested a warm-up match. We're going to see the Dude and Revolver in tag team action for the very first time, and there is nobody who knows what it's like to be Revolver's tag team partner better than you. What do we need to look out for?
Adam Revolver is a dangerous man, and the most dangerous match that it can be in is a tag team match. I don't care if he's teaming with Shannon the Dude. I don't care if he's teaming with a broomstick. If he's in tag team competition tonight, they're going to be a force to reckon with, and you should watch out for the tricks that Adam Revolver has up his sleeve.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to get some answers from Mickey Knuckles on that vicious attack on the OVW Women's Champion Callie last week. Plus, a huge tag team main event, Dapper Dan and Daniel Eade squaring off against Justin Smooth and Zoe. Tweet your friends and call your family. OVW is off and running.
Yo,
what's up?
you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Time for the team is on smooth.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, we've been talking about it, man. It's time to take care of business, man.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Hey, we got Dapper Dan and Daniel Eade tonight. I know with you in my corner, nothing, man. It's nothing.
Yo, you know what? We're going to go outside and show them fools exactly what time it is.
Oh, you already know. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I'm dead serious. All right. All right, fam.
All
See
right.
you out there. Let's take care of
All right,
business.
All right.
You dream of winning championships and entertaining crowds in the world of professional wrestling? You want to be the best, you've got to be trained by the best. Ohio Valley Wrestling has been called the Harvard of pro wrestling. Be the next pro wrestling superstar. Apply at ovwrestling.com. Click on training. Begin living your dream today.
I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Now with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night.
Jarvis Family Medical is Louisville's first comprehensive medical practice, specializing in well child and adult care physicals, chronic illnesses, and allergy testing. All health insurance is accepted. Call or go online to make an appointment.
Drinks were fun last week. We got to do that again.
Oh, definitely.
So what do you got tonight?
Some kid.
Some greenhorn, huh?
You got it.
Is he gonna get his big dive in on you?
Not on me.
Is he gonna get his big old 450 on you?
Not on me.
So what is he gonna get in?
Whatever I give him.
And what's that?
A lot of chops.
Oh, all right. Oh
I
yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Falling contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Hollywood, California, David Lee Lorenz III.
That was some great verbiage, Gilbert Corsi. I think your pronunciation was very good. He seems to be satisfied with your work here.
I don't think the star is satisfied with anything because he's had some, well, dark nights at the picture show.
Shut up. Recently, I've had a string of bad luck. A lot of my scripts haven't gone according to plan, and due to some meltdowns on the set, I've had to replace a lot of equipment, and it's honestly adding up. Honestly, it's pretty expensive. I need this company to give me a bigger budget. What I need from this company is some cold, hard cash.
I don't think I know what that music means, Gilbert. You want to talk about cash?
He didn't just get a bigger budget. He got a bigger being. You want cash? You got it.
I'm not sure if that's the cash that...
Whoa, big guy. I wasn't talking about a tag match, but if you want to team up with me, I got you. Who's our opponent? Come on, bring them out here.
Oh, I don't think the director, the star, the producer, the writer.
And listen to this crowd. Cash, who normally isn't exactly a fan favorite, crowds are getting behind him because I think they want to see him get some action in on Mr. Lorenz III. And it looks like we have a contest. This match is underway.
Yeah, David Lee Lorenz III thought this was going to be a tag team match. Well, apparently the script got rewritten and nobody informed the director.
Ask and you shall receive.
He wanted a bigger budget. He wanted more cash flow, and he got some from the west side of Wall Street.
You know, they say be careful what you ask for. You just might get it, and Mr. Lorenz III is getting that right here, and I don't think it's what he wanted. And that is probably the best strategy he could do here is just run. Try to get cash flow to run out of gas enough to where maybe he can take an advantage, which is exactly what he's doing right now. Smart move by Mr. David. And unfortunately...
how smart was that, Man Beast?
He didn't see that one coming.
Look, you know what it's like to be a smaller guy in there with a bigger guy. So you're saying that David Lee Lorenz III should be using
and I've been on the other end of one of those from cash flows, and let me tell you, it feels like your heart literally stops when you take a chop from that man.
Davis Arena began to come alive with the chops that sound like the crack of a whip.
I am in literal pain watching that. Watching that, it hurts me. You don't understand. Your entire body goes numb.
And I don't think the television does cash flow justice. This man has hands that are like meat cleavers.
I mean, it sounded like a gunshot just went off.
And Flo is tenderizing the chest of David Lee Lorenz III.
I don't know if he can take another one.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Cash flow comes at a head full of steam. The star moves out of the way. May have just saved his own life.
Uh-oh. No bueno for Mr. Lorenz here. Oh! I don't think there's
it doesn't have to be fancy to be effective, Ted McNailer. Into the cover, and this one is finished.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Cash Flow.
What do you think, Mr. David here got enough cash flow tonight?
I think David Lee Lorenz III
my apologies.
Just had another box office flop. And, we've been seeing temper tantrums week after week, and he's gonna make a kid cry. He doesn't have many more props to break. Look out!
If he doesn't have a budget, he's gonna need more.
The star doesn't have a budget, and apparently he doesn't have a brain. He's gonna break something out here. Look out, Charlene.
Kylie, we saw Mickey Knuckles beat you last week, and you're Ohio Valley's women's champion. What are you going to do about this?
There's one thing that I deserve, and that's respect. So you have two choices. You can respect me and give that to me, or I will beat respect out of you.
Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Taking all you're giving, and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
You dream of winning championships and entertaining crowds in the world of professional wrestling? You want to be the best, you've got to be trained by the best. Ohio Valley Wrestling has been called the Harvard of pro wrestling. Be the next pro wrestling superstar. Apply at ovwrestling.com. Click on training, begin living your dream today.
And now, the OVW Rewind of the Week.
How does it feel to be at the top of the OVW Women's?
Oh, look out, Gilbert.
Look what you instigated. You're always causing trouble, Gilbert. Oh, no.
Shannon, do you know who that is?
I don't.
That's Mickey Knuckles. That's Mickey Knuckles.
Mickey Knuckles.
Mickey Knuckles was Callie's surprise tag team partner a couple of weeks ago at the Rusty Bucket and Venmo Saloon. I thought they were friends. I thought they were comrades. But Mickey Knuckles is known for being a little bit off kilter, a little bit schizophrenic, and a whole lot of dominant.
I think Callie just got a knuckle sandwich, and it doesn't look good for her. Here comes the refs. I don't know if they can do anything.
Knuckles just sent a message to the women's champion. Emphatic, impactful, downright scary.
This OVW Rewind is brought to you by Premier Sign and Display in Louisville, where the goal is to do the right thing every time. OVW and Premier Sign and Display, an unbeatable tag team.
Welcome back to Ohio Valley Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome my guest at this time, Mickey Knuckles.
And here she comes for a special interview segment here with Gilbert Corsi, and I'm very curious to see what she has to say, considering her actions last week in attacking Callie from behind. I'm guessing she had some kind of motivation. What that motivation was, well, hopefully we're soon to find out here. Very strange, ominous music coming over the loudspeakers here of the Davis Arena, and here she is, and she's with a...
Hi, Mickey. Hi, Mickey. How are you doing? How are you doing? Right over here. This is an interview. This is an interview. So the way this works, you stand right over here on the other side of the broadcast booth. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking you politely if you would stand here on the opposite side. We call this area the control center, okay? So I'm going to ask you to just control yourself and let me just ask you a couple of questions. Is that all right with you?
No.
I'm going to anyway, okay? You know what? I'm going to feel safer if the table's between us.
Gilbert,
so,
watch it.
Mickey, last week we saw you attack Callie from behind out of nowhere. And we were just hoping we could get some answers because last I checked, I thought you and Callie were friends. I mean, you were her mystery tag team partner earlier this month at the Rusty Bucket. So can you give us an explanation for that attack?
Friends? Did you really think that me and that little mouse was a friend? Can a mouse be a friend with a lion? No. Can a lion be a friend with a rat? No. No. And I don't have to have a rhyme or reason for anything I do. Understand that. So the next time you question me, make sure you come correct.
Okay, no more questions, just a few statements.
No, I have a question for you. If you were attacked, wouldn't you come out here waiting for revenge? Wouldn't you be looking for an opportunity to hit somebody? Wouldn't you want to whack somebody upside the head? I would. So where is she at? Callie! Callie! Come out and play. Oh, and that's your women's champion. She's nothing more than a dissipated Barbie doll.
Holy moly, there's Callie!
And Callie had heard enough. What I was getting ready to tell Mickey Knuckles is that the Saturday night special, June 3rd, the title's gonna be on the line. The women's championship. It's Mickey and Callie one-on-one.
She just rammed her thoracic spine right into that steel.
Too fancy,
green
Ted
post.
McNaylor, too fancy. She got posted, and it just sent a shiver from the top of Callie's head to the bottom of her toes.
Let me tell you, getting a shot like that, your arms and your legs go numb instantly. The fact that Callie was even able to get to her feet, I am surprised at. Callie, if I were you, I would stay down. Stay down if you want to prolong your career here.
Mickey Knuckles is a whole lot of crazy. You look into her eyes and you know she's not dealing with the full deck.
I've seen her around. I've seen her literally in the careers of other competitors. She's a dangerous, dangerous woman. Callie, she has a lot of promise in this ring, but she's not going to last very long
Callie,
if she messes with Mickey Knuckles.
The women's champion is just being brutalized here.
No,
Brutalized!
no! She took that shot on the post, Gilbert, and then she took that pump handle, that vicious pump handle slam.
Mickey Knuckles is having her way with the OVW Women's Champion. The title is on the line at the Saturday Night Special. Will Callie's reign be short-lived?
She needs some help.
Tonight's main event, we have Daniel Eads and Dapper Dan against Zoe and Justin Smooth. And with me now, I have Dapper Dan.
You see, I've teamed up with Daniel Eads before, but that's not here or there. You see, the problem with me is I got Big Zoe across the ring. Big Zoe, I don't know if you've watched television lately, but apparently he's a hero. He's a teacher. Tonight I'm going to teach Big Zoe that all heroes die and that he ain't nothing special, just like his kids.
You dream of winning championships and entertaining crowds in the world of professional wrestling? You want to be the best, you've got to be trained by the best. Ohio Valley Wrestling has been called the Harvard of pro wrestling. Be the next pro wrestling superstar. Apply at ovwrestling.com. Click on training. Begin living your dream today.
I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Now with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, I'm gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night.
Jarvis Family Medical uses cosmetic treatments to comprehensive medical practice. On Wednesdays, walk in for cosmetic injections, fillers, aromatherapy, hydrofacial, or even IV hydration. Jarvis Family Medical. Call or go online to make an appointment.
Charlestown, Indiana, get ready. We're coming your way on June the 13th at the Rusty Bucket and Penrose Saloon. The card is chopped, already signed. David Lee Lorenz III, the star, squaring off against the Trinidad Titan and Justin Smooth. Plus mixed tag team action puts Jade together with Mickey Knuckles, squaring off against Reverend Stu and OVW Women's Champion Callie. And a newcomers breakout match. Kevin Giza, LJ, and Adam Slade in a triple threat contest. The winner get a shot at the television title next month at the Rusty Bucket. And due to controversy earlier in May, we've re-signed this main event. Daniel Eads and Adam Revolver against Tyler Matrix and Big John, being called the Rusty Bucket Brawl, with Uncle Rob Rave as a special guest referee and Super Bo Bratcher as the special enforcer on the outside of the ring. It's all going down on June the 13th at the Rusty Bucket and Penrose Saloon, 934 Main Street in Charlestown, Indiana. Doors 6:30, bell time 7:30. Never miss your opportunity to see OVW action live.
Look, I'll solve this puzzle for you real quick.
All right.
Shannon the Dude's involved in OVW, which I did 10, 15 years ago. You remember that.
That's
so
kinda like a
Shannon likes to follow my career wherever I go.
Yeah.
So this guy, Shannon the Dude, has created a championship radio champion belt.
It's the World Heavyweight Radio Championship belt.
Shannon, your mic doesn't work tonight.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No,
You got to remember, I'm producing this show. I make you look good, just like I've been doing the last 13 years of your career.
At some point, somebody's going to have to realize how you got your name. So I'm kind of your daddy since I named you. There is a time that you could take a break from being a jerk.
I do when I sleep.
All right.
You can't take it, man.
He's misinformed.
You cannot take it.
No, I can't take it because I've already had a little run-in with you in the ring, and you ended up on You're abusive to the fans. You're
Abusive to the fans.
You're abusive to everyone over at OVW, and you know it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Saturday Night Special is being called the Radio Rumble. A tag team match between Adam Revolver and the self-professed Radio World Heavyweight Champion, Shannon the Dude, with his former friend and mentor, Tony Vanetti, and Tyler Matrix on the other side of the ring.
June 3rd, Saturday Night Special. This man right here, Adam Revolver, and the World Heavyweight Radio Champion are going to have a match against Tyler Metrics and Tony Vanetti. But tonight we're going to have a little warm-up match. And you know, I didn't realize that there was anyone on the OVW roster who was less talented than Matrix and Vanetti, but Adam, you said you've got somebody that fits the part, right?
Oh, we have top-level, top-notch competition. It'll be right on the level of Matrix, I promise.
So without further ado, bring out these schlubs or whoever we got handpicked for tonight for our warm-up match.
Warm-up match. Well, let me tell you something. I actually know Adam Revolver better than anyone.
And their opponents, the team of Dustin Jackson and Colton Cage, the Bro Gods.
And if Adam Revolver chose to align himself with Shannon the Dude, there is most definitely a reason behind it. What that reason is, I'm not quite sure.
Money!
He obviously sees
money,
success
money,
in his
money,
future.
money, money.
Well, you can't deny that it's free press, basically. Teaming with Shannon the Dude, who's well known on the radio waves here in Louisville.
Anybody who would get his own belt made, get his own t-shirt made, obviously is making some money. Let me fill you in. You've been away from Davis Arena for a little while.
Right.
Shannon the Dude started running his mouth about Tyler Matrix after the OVW Christmas party. You remember the tradition from the OVW Christmas party? The commentator always has a match with the television champion. I've been the television champion. Danny's grandson's been the television champion. But apparently, Shannon the Dude missed the memo that the fix was in, and he really thought that he was television champion.
Well, let me tell you, first of all, those parties can get really rowdy, and tippers can certainly fly, and people can take things a little too seriously. But I will say this. You know, we agree on a lot of things. I actually think this Radio Heavyweight Championship isn't a bad thing, Gilbert. I think it's a perfect opportunity to get some free press.
In the world? Free press? You have been a professional wrestler for, what, a decade?
Yes,
this
sir.
is disrespecting everybody who's laced up the boots and stepped foot in the squared circle. You don't make a championship belt, you earn a championship.
Well, exactly. He is showing he's worth something by putting his money where his mouth is and getting in the ring and doing what he needs to do.
Well, Dustin Jackson just put his feet where Adam Revolver's mouth is with a solid drop kick, and this is the first time we're seeing the Bro Gods as a team on OVW television.
I mean, granted, Revolver is doing most of the work, it would seem. However, Shannon is showing a little bit of intestinal fortitude by getting in the ring in the first place. I don't think Adam saw that one coming.
A scoop slam from Colton Cage onto the snake. And again, nobody knows Adam Revolver quite like you, Man Beast. You have been a mobile homer. You have been elite. You have been a partner. You've been a foe. What are Revolver's weaknesses? What do Matrix and Vanetti need to know for the Saturday night special?
Well, the fact of the matter is, I'll put it this way, you almost have to stoop to Adam's level to try to get an edge up on him, because he will be 2 steps ahead. He will try to play every trick in the book to win the match, so you have to actually think ahead of him, know what tricks he might have up his sleeve, and quite frankly, it's hard to know what he's going to come up with next.
Adam Revolver's a snake. Snakes slither on the ground. How do you stoop lower than a snake?
What can I say? He's good at what he does.
And in case you missed it, at the bottom of your screen there, Shannon the Dude just grabbed the foot right out from underneath Colton Cage, and the pendulum, just that quickly, has shifted in this tag team contest.
Gilbert, what did I tell you about pulling out the tricks? There it was right there. I have no doubt. Cover right now.
Fisherman suplex.
Beautiful suplex. I have no doubt that Adam talked strategy with Shannon, the Dude, in the back, and came up with that and had him ready just in case that were to happen, and they capitalized.
Well, here we go. Here we see Shannon the Dude laying in the boots here to Colton Cage.
You know, I wouldn't be half surprised if Adam is going to try to make a run with Shannon the Dude for the tag team titles eventually.
And this is a chokehold. Clearly, Shannon the Dude is trained at the Adam Revolver School of Wrestling, because he's the kind of character who's never met a rule he didn't want to break. And was there a tag even there?
I mean, things can get so chaotic with Adam Revolver that sometimes, I'll be honest, We took advantage of it. Sometimes it's hard for the ref to follow, to see everything. You take advantage of that ref's opportunity when the ref's back's turned, and you do what you have to win the match.
Nobody knows tag team psychology better than Adam Revolver, multi-time Southern Tag Team Champion. He knows where the referee's going to be, how to distract, how to do just enough to distract, but not get disqualified. Case in point here.
Smart wrestling. There's a cover. There's nope.
But Cage is out in 2. Look at the way that Revolver used Shannon the Dude to goad Colton Cage into the ring.
I mean, you can't deny, Gilbert. It is incredibly smart tactics. He is an intellectual wrestler. He is always thinking about what he's going to do next, although he didn't see that one coming. Huge backdrop, and it looks like they made the tag.
Dustin Jackson's been chomping on the bit on the outside of the ring for quite some time now, and the young man begins to rally here. The back elbow and a drop kick firing off on Adam Revolver.
Rocking and reeling Adam Revolver. Big drop kick right on the button. Lateral press. Leg is hooked.
Revolver's out in 2.
Not quite enough.
Shannon the Dude, he's got that Radio Heavyweight Championship. And the referee there to remove it, but I think that, oh no, a low blow on Jackson. The referee's trying to get the title out of the ring. Side Russian leg sweep. Nobody does it better than Revolver. The leg is hooked, and they've won it.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. The team of Shannon the Dude and Adam Revolver.
I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Adam Revolver, and for that matter, Shannon the Dude, they will take advantage of every opportunity to succeed in Ohio Valley Wrestling, and this is only the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure, for what they have planned going forward.
Let's take another look at how it went down. Shannon the Dude brings the Radio World Heavyweight Championship into the ring. That creates enough of a distraction for a low blow into the side Russian leg sweep, and this one is finished. June 3rd at the Saturday Night Special, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to win the Radio Rumble?
Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Taking all you're giving and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show. I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Now with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night. Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Taking all you're giving and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
You know what, Jade? This started out about the TV title, but now you've made it personal. You want to drag all my sins out of the closet? You want to try to crucify me in front of all these fans? You know what, Jade? You called me out and you said I was wrong, and guess what? You were right. I was wrong, but I've already confessed those sins. Those sins are off my shoulders, but not you. You've still got some sins that you're holding on to. And let me tell you something, Jade. The wages of sin is death. And it's time for me to teach that to you. So let me tell you something, Jade. In the middle of that ring, you are going to get on your knees and your tongue will confess. But not to me, no, to all these people, to all the OVW fans. They will see you admit that everything that you're doing is wrong, that all these people that you're trying to lead astray, that you know you're being a false prophet. Well, let me tell you something, Jade. I'm coming. And I'm not coming for the TV title. I'm not coming for revenge. I'm coming for justice. And I'm coming for you.
Welcome back into Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Gilbert Corsi alongside the man beast, Ted McNaylor. We are pressing our way to the Saturday night special 1 week from today as you watch this in the Louisville market being called Retribution. And you know who's coming in looking for it? Tyler Matrix and Tony Vanetti. It's being called the Radio Rumble, but we just saw Shannon the Dude and Adam Revolver in tag team action, and you were saying they look very polished heading into the Saturday night special.
That's right. You don't know what is up Adam's sleeve. I think what we saw tonight was only a small taste of what we're going to see at the special, and I'm anxious to see what's going to go down.
I'm also anxious to see, ladies and gentlemen, a street fight where no holds will be barred. With the OVW Heavyweight Championship on the line, Big John squaring off against the man of tomorrow in Daniel Leeds.
Two incredible athletes, two incredible superstars. I'm excited to see what's going to happen when they throw down. I'm not sure if that ring is going to be able to contain both of those men.
And two matches, ladies and gentlemen, signed tonight. First, the women's title on the line, Mickey Knuckles challenging Callie.
Mickey Knuckles is a dangerous, dangerous person. Callie, she has a bright career ahead of hers. She needs to be careful because Mickey might just end it at the special.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, a match that leads us into our main event tonight, just signed, Dapper Dan versus Zoe.
You talk about two big men. Now that ring really might not be able to stand up on its uprights when those two men go to town. If they take a slam from the other man, I don't know what's going to happen.
And we're going to get a preview right now because Dapper and Zoe are on opposite ends of a tag match in our main event. Following contest scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in tonight at 277 pounds, Dapper Dan.
Now, one thing I will say about Dapper Dan, usually I'll say it's a pleasure to be in the ring with most people. You learn something. With Dapper Dan, he just hurts. He is a scary man to get in the ring with. Speaking of scary.
And his opponent, weighing in tonight at 247 pounds, the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads.
Now, I have not been in the ring with this man, but I am in awe of his physical prowess. I really do not know what to expect when Daniel Eads gets in the ring. I don't know what he's going to be able to do coming in his match with Big John at the special.
Their opponent, weighing in tonight at 354 pounds,
I am super excited to see Big Zoe go against Dapper Dan at the Saturday Night Special. What a contest against two behemoths is that going to be? Goodness gracious.
And his tag team partner, weighing in tonight at 253 pounds, the Trinidad Titan, Justin Smooth.
You talk about talented. You talk about someone that's got a lot of upside to him. Justin Smooth, he is, I wouldn't even say he's a superstar in the making. He is a superstar, and he's going to prove it here tonight, and he's going to prove it at the special.
Yeah, 2016, certainly the breakout year for Justin Smooth. He burst onto the scene saying that he'd become a champion. He fulfilled that promise by the end of the year, winning the Southern Tag Team title. And if you ask me, it's a matter of when, not if, we will see Smooth with a singles championship around his waist.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it, Gilbert. In fact, all four of these men have tremendous, tremendous upsides to them. I think it's only a matter of time before, well, all of them are making an impact, so to speak, and go ahead and ring the bell. And I'm excited to see what these four men are going to do to each other tonight.
We start off here with Dapper Dan Van Zandt and Smooth in a collar and elbow tie-up and a series of short knees to the solar plex and midsection area of Justin Smooth. Turns it around on the Irish whip and meets Dapper Dan in the middle of the ring with a hip lock takeover. Follows it up with a scoop and slam. Dapper Dan planted in the middle of the ring.
I like you use the term solar plexus. Now, solar plexus, I will do a little education here. It's a bundle of nerves within the center of your chest where if you hit that hard enough, again, you will lose feeling in the rest of your body. It does not feel good. In fact,
those
it's
hard
something that you're going to feel for days afterward.
forearms don't feel good from Dapper Dan onto Zoe either. And Zoe just manhandles the man from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Juggernaut, with a guillotine leg drop here. Thought he would go into the cover, but Zoe's not finished just yet. You know, everybody I think knows my feelings for Dapper Dan and my appreciation for Zoe. Dan was in one of his fits of rage, and Manbeast nearly put his hands on me.
I mean, Dapper Dan, he is a dangerous. I like I said, I have had the misfortune of being on the other side of the ring with Dapper Dan, and he is a dangerous hombre. In fact, the match I was in with him, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be an announcer like yourself, you could be the referee. Anyone that is within arm's reach of Dapper Dan is in danger.
And that's the problem for me. When you come to OVW and you sign a contract to be a superstar, you are fighting other superstars. Dan tried to attack me. I'm an announcer. Dan did attack a cameraman.
And you want to talk about dangerous, he is absolutely, but let's not forget about Daniel Eads, who took advantage of the situation right there to kick the legs out from Justin Smooth. And while that is certainly a dastardly tactic, how smart was it of him to take advantage of that unique situation?
Daniel Eads getting accustomed to breaking the rules. Cover here, shoulders on the mat, Smooth's out in one, because he knows at the Saturday Night Special there are no rules. It will be no holds barred, a street fight. Anything goes with the heavyweight title on the line.
Anything goes. I think, quite frankly, the sky's going to be the limit there, Gilbert. I don't know the length these two will go to. I know in a normal exhibition contest, they have done some amazing, almost destructive feats to each other, yet they've both gotten up. In a no-holds-barred match, I am actually, honestly, a little bit scared to know what they might do to each other in that ring.
To what lengths will Big John and Daniel Eads go at the Saturday Night Special to leave OVW Heavyweight Champion?
And I am legitimately worried for both of those men, but I'm also excited to see what's going to happen come Saturday Night Special.
And Smooth able to make the tag here to Zoe.
Dapper cutting him right off at the pass. Zoe says, Zoe.
Zoe also says, are you serious? And he is seriously bringing it to Dapper Dan and Daniel Eads right now.
Wow.
Dapper Dan down, Eads down, Zoe like a one-man wrecking machine.
Another guillotine. Oh! Nobody's home for that one, though. And when you put that much weight up into the air and down right onto your spinal column, you're going to be in pain. And speaking of pain,
look at this! 350 plus just folded in half like a flapjack. We got to take a television timeout, ladies and gentlemen. It's our last break of the hour. This tag team main event continues.
You dream of winning championships and entertaining crowds in the world of professional wrestling? You want to be the best? You've got to be trained by the best. Ohio Valley Wrestling has been called the Harvard of pro wrestling. Be the next pro wrestling superstar. Apply at ovwrestling.com. Click on training. Begin living your dreams today.
I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Not with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night.
Jarvis Family Medical is Louisville's first comprehensive medical practice, specializing in well child and adult care physicals, chronic illnesses, and allergy testing. All health insurance is accepted. Call or go online to make an appointment.
You're back here in Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. 4400 Shepherdsville Road. Shoulders on the mat here as your main event pits Dapper Dan and Daniel Eads against Zoe and Justin Smooth.
You know, and right before the break, we have to make mention of what just happened. Dapper and Daniel Eads picked up Big Zoe and used the strength of both men, weighing 300 plus pounds, and dropped Zoe on the back of his neck. I don't know how he is still even able to get to his feet, much less still continue in this contest. We have a cover right here. This might not quite. I think a normal man would have been out for the count a long time ago.
And during the break, Ted McNaylor, it's been all Eads and Dapper Dan, and Zoe struggling, striving to make a tag to Justin Smooth on the outside of the ring. Earlier tonight, we learned it will be Dapper Dan and Big Zoe one-on-one at the Saturday Night Special. Of course, you know that Zoe has been the one man standing in Dapper Dan's way when Dan was at his very worst.
Yeah, and I think Dapper Dan feels like he has something to prove. You know, back before, Zoe was the face of destruction in OVW. You did not mess around with Zoe, and you still don't mess around with Zoe, but I think Dapper Dan has taken some
Hold on, Ted McNaylor. Let's take it all in. That proverbial 12th man here in Davis Arena almost trying to will Zoe, the juggernaut, back to his feet.
You know, I was telling you, Gilbert, the fact that he even has the ability to lift his arms, I was surprised at, but you're absolutely right. Feeling the energy, feeling this crowd get behind you, which Zoe is right now, that is the it factor that can push you to the limit. And I've seen so many people win championships and win matches that they otherwise shouldn't physically have won. And here's the tag right here. Speaking of physical.
And here comes Justin Smooth, who's been chomping on the bit on the outside of the ring for quite some time now. The Trinidad Titan jacks the jaw of Dapper Dan. A big scoop and a slam to the Man of Tomorrow.
Justin Smooth owning the ring right now, letting everyone know that he is the man, and getting in the ring with these men and being such a physical force. Well, hold on a second. That's it. You cannot do that. That is.
Dapper Dan went and got his favorite friend, that kendo stick.
The winner of this match by disqualification, Zoe and Justin Smooth.
Now, I do have to make mention that Dapper Dan is another one of those people who will stoop to no end to use whatever device he needs, like that wicked kendo stick.
Zoe's not waiting to the Saturday Night Special. He's got his hands on the kendo stick. He's got his hands on the kendo stick. And Eads just wrapped his hands around the jaw of Zoe. Superman punch, and the juggernaut falls.
What Gilbert, I think if you look at his right hand.
Oh, that's changed. The Man of Tomorrow has his fist wrapped because he knows that it's all legal at the Saturday Night Special. If Daniel Eads hits the Superman punch with a chain June the 3rd, will he be the new OVW Heavyweight Champion?
It's all legal come Saturday Night Special.
The Man of Tomorrow thought his day was going to come in May, but he's rescheduled a date for June the 3rd at the Saturday Night Special. It's a street fight with the grandest prize in our company on the line. Only one way for you to see it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's live and in person. We'll see you next week at the Saturday Night Special.